Welcome to Unbelievable Top 10, where we dig into the past to bring you the most astounding facts from history. Today, we will explore 10 reasons why the past was way more disgusting than you could possibly imagine. From the garbage-filled streets of ancient Pompeii, to the parasitic Vikings, the filth of medieval London to syphilis-ridden Renaissance Florence, the unpalatable wine of ancient Greece to the poor hygiene of 18th century England, and the questionable waste disposal in ancient Mesopotamia. As for the remaining three, well, you'll just have to stick around to find out, so buckle up as we prepare to have your modern sensibilities shocked as we delve into the grime of the past. Ancient Pompeii was not the pristine city we often imagine. Instead, it was filled with garbage and waste littering the streets, alleys, and even tombs. Picture this: a city vibrant with life yet choked by its own refuse. Waste disposal was not a priority, and the stench of decay was a constant companion. The filth was not just an eyesore, it was a breeding ground for diseases and pests. But let's not stop there. Let's sail to the icy lands of the Vikings. These fearsome warriors are known for their seafaring exploits and fierce battles. Yet, beneath this veneer of strength and fearlessness, they grappled with a less heroic reality. Living in close quarters with livestock, they were prone to parasitic infestations. The guts of these tough warriors teemed with parasites, a testament to their living conditions. From intestinal worms to lice, the Vikings' robust exteriors masked a host of internal and external invaders. Imagine battling not only your human enemies but also the unseen ones within your own body. From garbage-filled streets to parasitic infestations, the past was more disgusting than you thought, wasn't it? Medieval London was not a city for the faint-hearted. Its streets were filled with excrement and rotting food, making a walk down the street a nauseating experience. The city's narrow, winding lanes were clogged with filth, and the stench was so overpowering that it often caused residents to retch. This was a time when sanitation was a foreign concept, and the concept of a clean, well-ordered city was still centuries away. Now, let's journey to Italy, to the city of Renaissance Florence, a city renowned for its art, culture, and syphilis? That's right. While Florence was a hub of intellectual and artistic activity, it was also plagued by the terrifying specter of syphilis. This disease, known for its grotesque symptoms and long-term health impacts, caused a wave of societal panic. The city's elegant streets and grand piazzas were often the scenes of sufferers writhing in agony, their bodies marked with the telltale signs of the disease. As we can see, the past was not only dirty, but it was also riddled with terrifying diseases. An ancient Greek wine was not the refined beverage we enjoy today. Lack of preservation methods and additives like resin and lead made it often undrinkable. Imagine sipping on a glass of wine only to be greeted by the harsh taste of resin or the metallic tang of lead. Not exactly the delightful Merlot or crisp Chardonnay we're accustomed to, right? Now let's hop from the vineyards of ancient Greece to the bustling streets of 18th century England. If you think the hygiene standards of today are slipping, you'd be aghast at the practices of our English ancestors. Farting, spitting, and even relieving oneself in public was not only common but also accepted. Bathing was infrequent, and the concept of personal space was as foreign as the new world they were just beginning to explore. From unpalatable wine to public indiscretions, the past was certainly a different time. Ancient Mesopotamia had its unique way of dealing with waste. Instead of organized waste disposal, they encouraged feral animals to take care of their garbage. Imagine a world where waste disposal isn't just a chore, but an invitation for wild animals to come and feast. This was the reality in ancient Mesopotamia. The lack of waste disposal systems meant that the streets often became littered with refuse. But rather than seeing this as a problem, the Mesopotamians had a unique solution. They encouraged feral animals to help out, acting as a sort of garbage disposal unit. This symbiotic relationship with wildlife helped keep the streets clean, but it also led to close contact with animals that could potentially carry diseases. But the past had more in store for us. The eighth reason takes us to a time when dental care was virtually non-existent. Toothaches, gum disease, and tooth loss were common afflictions. making every meal a painful ordeal. Next up at number 9 is the prevalence of body lice. Without modern hygiene practices, these tiny pests were a constant nuisance, causing discomfort and sometimes even spreading diseases. And finally, the 10th reason is the commonality of bed bugs. In a time before pest control, these blood-sucking insects were a nightly menace, making a good night's sleep a luxury few could afford. We hope these 10 reasons have given you a new perspective on the past. Remember, despite all its charm, history has a dirty, disgusting side. Please don't forget to subscribe to Unbelievable Top 10 for more fascinating facts from history.